going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview for February 19th, 2012. That's right, I actually looked up the date before I started this video. And I probably got it wrong. But anyway, as usual in the Weekend Preview, we're going to recap what I've done over the past week. We're going to preview what I'm going to be doing this coming week. And this is going to be an exciting week, let me tell you. A lot of interesting stuff coming up with new releases, with some announcements, which you're going to hear some firsts in this video. Some promises will be made, I guess we could say. So, okay. Okay, so this past week was a unique week for a couple of reasons, but primarily because I had taken time off last weekend in order to spend some time with my girlfriend for the Valentine's Day holiday. Of course, Valentine's Day, several games came out, so I spent the weekend with her so that I would be free that particular day. And so, for the very first time last weekend, you saw some co-op gameplay between myself and Panda Lee, who is my girlfriend here, but she goes by Panda Lee on YouTube, just so everyone knows. And no, she does have a YouTube channel, but there's nothing on it yet, so there's no reason to even link anyone to it yet at this point. And so, we did about, I think we're about halfway through, I'm not positive on that, but about halfway into Ratchet & Clank All for One, and so that playthrough is up on DSPGaming, and we will be continuing that playthrough when she returns to spend some more time with me next month in March. More on that as it approaches. I will let everyone know when that's going to be, so you'll know when there won't be new footage, but there will be new Ratchet & Clank footage, obviously, because we're going to be playing it together, okay? So that happened, and then she departed on Monday, and I had a couple of free hours to myself. So I actually had a chance to jump in and play some Gotham City Imposters, the retail release this time. I had played the beta, and now I finally got a chance to play the retail game, so check that out if you haven't. I think a lot of people that kind of slipped under the radar for them, they didn't expect that I was going to do that because I had announced that I probably wasn't going to be putting up any new footage till Tuesday, so check that out. Then on Tuesday, we saw the release of a couple new games. We had Twisted Metal, the highly anticipated release of the reboot of Twisted Metal, and also UFC Undisputed 3. And so for the next several days, I played through the entire story mode of Twisted Metal, as well as did 2 sets of online matches of Twisted Metal, for which I had an absolute blast, and I did do a Hateful Truth review of the game, so you can check that out right here on DSP Gaming. In addition, the Mass Effect 3 demo was released on Tuesday, and initially it was only made so that you could play it single player. Unless you had owned Battlefield 3 on the console you were playing the demo on, which I had not. So I played through the single player demo, and I have a playthrough of that up. And yes, I do now know that there is a multiplayer component of that demo that is now available, and I'm going to talk about that later on in the video, so stay tuned. Also, I did spend about maybe 6 hours or so, maybe a little bit longer, playing UFC Undisputed 3. It's the very first UFC game I've ever played. I'm really enjoying it. And I did through the tutorial, but then I did a significant amount of the career mode. Got all the way up to my very first title shot for the light heavyweight title, and then Rashad Evans knocked me the fuck out. What a dick. But I'm not giving up, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that as well. And then on Saturday, John Rambo came over, and we filmed the latest episode of Smark Guys, our wrestling commentary show, which is live over on his channel, John Rambo Presents. And also, we did lots of co-op, lots of kind of odds and ends, things that are not necessarily long enough to do like a giant series of videos, but things that we wanted to do nonetheless. So for example, we played, well, first of all, we simulated the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that starts in 12 minutes. That's when I'm actually recording this, right before the pay-per-view, because I'm going to watch it. So I have to hurry up and get this video done so I can watch it. But anyway, we simulated all the matches that we could for that pay-per-view, just like we did with the Royal Rumble, like we did with TLC. We're going to be doing this every month. We're going to be simulating the matches of the pay-per-view in WWE 12 and doing our own live commentary. Those matches are up, so check them out. We also did a playthrough of The Simpsons arcade game, which just this week was made available on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. For the very first time on a console, by the way. Then we did a playthrough of House of the Dead 3, which also was released on PlayStation Network this week, and we used the PS Move guns to actually use it, and that was a lot of fun. Let me tell you, that's the style of game that the PS Move should have been created to be used. Not, oh, it's a platformer where I waggle around like an asshole. No, you point, you shoot. That's really what the PS Move is for, and it worked really well, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And then we played probably the weirdest fucking game I've ever seen in my entire life, a name of which I can't even pronounce. 2 small children riding living vacuum cleaners in a shmup game, fighting living tomatoes, bugs, animals, pirates, knights, and angels, and I can't even... I'm speechless. I've lost my mind just even thinking about this game. But we played through it. So check that out. It's called like Qin. I don't even know how to say it. Qin. But it is a weird-ass Japanese shmup for the PS1 import that we got off of PlayStation Network. You can check that out here on DSP Gaming as well. Today, which is Sunday for me, I don't know if it's Sunday for you guys, but I didn't have a lot of time. I had a lot of personal stuff I was taking care of today. I actually finished off a couple little side things that we needed to finish in order to have episode 2 of Project 7 ready for you guys. So we did those today, and then I'm making this video, and unfortunately I don't have a lot of time. I'm about to watch the pay-per-view. I went out and did some stuff with my parents today. So no time for videos today. I apologize because of that. But now let's talk about what's coming up this week because it's pretty exciting. Okay, first of all, what I can promise everyone is this. This week I will 100% have at least a trailer ready for you of Project 7 Episode 2. Okay, that will be coming. It may be coming sooner than you think. Let's put it that way. I'm actually waiting for the guys from Respect to Pack to send me a couple clips of the finished Episode 2 of Project 7 that I'm going to personally cut together to make a trailer for it. So that'll be coming soon. Obviously I'll be tweeting about it at They Call Me DSP, and I'll be letting everyone know about that, so stay tuned for that. That's coming up, and I think you're going to like what you see, okay? In addition to that, there's a lot of stuff coming out this week, okay? And what I would like to say is let's start off with what I'm going to do Monday before we get to the new releases. Monday is President's Day here in the United States. And so what better way to celebrate President's Day than to sit at home playing video games? Thanks, Obama. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do. There's a couple things I need to finish up. Number 1, I need to play the multiplayer of the Mass Effect 3 demo. I'm going to be doing that on Monday, definitely. Number 2, I want to play a little bit more of UFC Undisputed 3 because I want to try to beat Rashad Evans' ass again, and I swear to God I'm going to pummel him to within an inch of his life for embarrassing me the way he did. How dare he? And of course I mean in the game, not in real life, because he would destroy me in a real fight, and I like to live, so I'm not really talking to the real Rashad Evans, please. Don't tell him that I'm talking shit about him. But anyway, I'm planning on trying that again to see if I can beat him, and then possibly maybe I'll try some online play, I don't know. But I'm going to be playing some more UFC on Monday. And last but not least, if there's time, I may be trying to play a little bit more Soul Calibur 5 because I'm a little disappointed that I've been busy and I haven't had time to play it more because it is a good game in my opinion, and I wanted to play it more and learn more about it, and I just have not had time since that original launch week when I played it. I have not had time to play it anymore, and I'm a little frustrated about that, but I'm going to try to make an effort to see if I can squeeze in some Soul Calibur 5. We'll see what happens, okay? This coming week is a big week. We've got 3 titles that, in my opinion, have potential to be really, really good, okay? Oh, I'm feeling like explode. Okay, number 1, quickly before I explode. Number 1, Asura's Wrath, okay? I played the demo of Asura's Wrath. Everyone liked it. A lot of people said, wow, this looks pretty interesting. It's not necessarily advanced gameplay, but the story looks interesting, the characters, the art design looks interesting. It may be a game that doesn't necessarily need a lot of controlling, meaning that maybe I'll have a lot more time to focus on the commentary, similar to what I did with a game like Heavy Rain. I don't know, but I'm going to be playing that this week. Also this week, Syndicate. And this is a game that for a lot of people kind of slipped under the radar. A lot of people don't even know it's coming out this week. I'm going to be checking that out this week. But in addition to that, for me, what I think actually, honestly, the biggest release of the week isn't even a retail release. It is Alan Wake American Nightmare, which is supposedly a side story to the Alan Wake universe. It's not necessarily part of the mainstream story of Alan Wake. It may actually be based off of an episode of Night Springs, which is like the horror suspense series that Alan Wake, the character Alan Wake, writes in the game Alan Wake. So we're going to see what exactly that is, but that's coming out on Xbox Live, and I'm going to check that out this week. I believe that comes out on Wednesday, so I'm really excited because I actually liked Alan Wake a lot. I'm really excited to jump into that. And then amongst all those releases, guess what comes out this week? The PS Vita comes out this week, that's right. And from all reports, unfortunately, the PS Vita, at least right now at launch, doesn't have any kind of cable or any kind of means to get video out. There's nothing that you can use to hook it up to your TV. So the bad news is I can't show you any gameplay. I can't play a game like Uncharted Golden Abyss and show you what it's going to be like because I can't record a screen if I'm holding the screen to play the game, and I can't record the TV. So it is a little frustrating. But what I will be doing is a special unboxing video. We're going to explore the features of the PS Vita together. We're going to take a look at some of the games that I get. I'm definitely getting Uncharted. I may get something like maybe Dynasty Warriors or maybe Wipeout. I haven't decided yet. I want to get maybe 2 or 3 games with it when I do get it to check it out. And I'll be giving my opinions on it over the course of the week if I play it, if I get a chance to play a little bit more or whatever. I'll be doing some reactions about it, and also it'll be interesting to see when I turn it on for the first time and we pop in that super expensive proprietary memory card for the first time, which I'm going to go on a rant about this week, definitely, because that's more fucking Sony money-grubbing bullshit. But we'll get to that when the PS Vita comes out. Okay. And then on Saturday, John Rambo will be coming over again for more Smart Guys wrestling commentary, okay? And I'm trying to remember if this is the last week of the month. It is. Holy shit. I can't believe it's the last week of February. This is a short month, man. So, before we even get to Saturday, let me backtrack a bit. On Thursday, I'm going to be doing an episode of Ask the King, which I haven't done for a month now. Again, this is the series where you get a chance to ask me questions, and I will choose what I feel are the best ones and answer them in this video. That'll be coming out on Thursday of this week. There is a thread up for it over on my website, thekingofhate.com. So go check it out, and you can submit your questions there, and I'll pick the best ones and answer them on Thursday. Also, I take questions off of Twitter. Okay, and on Twitter, I'm @TheyCallMeDSP, and if you follow me on Twitter, I will tweet up on Thursday when I'm working on this video, and you will have an opportunity to post up your questions, and I will pick some of those to answer for you. And I think there's been a lot of interesting stuff going on that people may have some really interesting questions this time around, so I'm looking forward to it, okay? John, again, let's get back on track. John will be coming on Saturday to film a new episode of Smart Guys, okay? And to do more commentary, or to do more co-op gameplay. And this week, I think, I'm not going to promise, but I think what we're going to do, we're going to start a game that was much requested back at the end of last year, but I did not get a chance to play it with all the other games that came out, and this game is Treen 2. It was highly rated by many people. It is an Xbox Live and possibly PSN downloadable title. I think it's both. I think it is. And we're going to do some co-op of that. So that'll be coming up on Saturday. Possibly. I don't want to say 100% because if something else happens and we change our minds and we want to do something else, I want to leave that opportunity open. But I think that's what we're going to be doing. Sunday is probably going to be another one of the days similar to today where I'll have some personal stuff to do, but I'm going to try to squeak in some gameplay, especially with all the games coming out this week. I doubt that I'll have beaten everything, so probably Sunday, Monday, we'll be trying to wrap up those 3 retail releases that came out during the week. I'm sorry, the 2 retail releases and Alan Wake that came out during this week, and trying to finish them up. And then we will talk about next week as it approaches with next week's Weekend Preview. But the one thing that I do want to say as a closing, because I know you're all waiting for this, Project 7 Episode 2, right now we are on track to have it ready for you by the end of this week. That's right. February, roughly, probably February 26th, maybe February 27th. We are going to have it ready by the end of February, unless something crazy happens. But we're trying to get it ready for like a weekend release, possibly like Sunday of next week. And if that's the case, it's probably the only video I'll put out Sunday of next week, so that it gets a nice prominent showcase here on DSPGaming. And then even if I do play games, I probably won't upload that stuff till Monday, so that it gets a good showcasing here, you know, for a day or so. So more on that as it approaches, but it's looking like it may be ready next weekend, and I know everyone's looking forward to it. But again, keep your eyes open. Teaser trailer will be coming out sometime this week. Final episode hopefully in a week, okay? That's it for the Weekend Preview. I have less than a minute to stop recording and turn on the Wrestling Pay-Per-View Elimination Chamber. So I will see you guys for New Gaming this week. Have fun, and I'll see you then.